The story opens in the year 2157 on the mining colony of Terra Nova. Captain Jake Miller leads a small crew of human miners who discover a massive alien wreckage buried deep in an asteroid field. The ship is unlike anything humans have ever seen. 3 times the size of Earth's largest battleships, with strange metal that seems to repair itself, and technology that defies understanding. That Dr. Lisa Hayes, the colony's chief scientist, examines the wreckage and determines it belongs to an unknown alien race. The ship appears to have been abandoned for centuries, heavily damaged in what looks like a terrible battle. Most systems are dead, but the hull shows signs of advanced engineering far beyond human capability. The crew finds alien bodies inside, tall, insect-like beings with 4 arms and crystalline eyes. Their records, when finally translated, reveal they called themselves the Vaktar. They were fleeing from something called the Devourers, a race that consumes entire worlds. Word spreads quickly through human space. The Earth Defense Council sees an opportunity. They send Admiral Tom Rodriguez with a full research team to study the alien technology. However, they face a problem. The ship's systems are so advanced that human technology cannot interface with them directly. The breakthrough comes when engineer Mark Thompson discovers that the ship's AI is still partially active. It has been waiting, dormant, for someone to reactivate it. When they finally make contact, the AI speaks in broken human language, having learned from intercepted Earth broadcasts over the decades. The AI, which calls itself Guardian, reveals shocking news. The Devourers are still out there, moving slowly through the galaxy, consuming everything in their path. They destroyed the Vaktar homeworld 50 years ago. The Vaktar built the ship as their last hope, a weapon powerful enough to stop the Devourers. But they failed to complete it before their final battle. Guardian shows them holographic records of the Devourer fleet, hundreds of massive bioships that strip planets bare and leave nothing but empty space behind. According to Guardian's calculations, the Devourers will reach human space in less than 10 years. The humans realize they have 2 choices: run and hide, or finish with the Vaktar started. Captain Miller looks at his small crew, miners, scientists, and engineers who never expected to hold the fate of humanity in their hands. But they are human, and humans do not give up easily. Admiral Rodriguez makes the decision that will change everything. Instead of taking the ship back to Earth for study, they will rebuild it here, in secret. They cannot risk the politicians and bureaucrats, slowing them down with endless debates while the Devourers approach. The part ends with Guardian sharing the ship's original blueprints. The vessel was designed as a world killer, capable of destroying entire planets if necessary, but the humans see something different in those plans. They see hope. 6 months later, the asteroid field has become the most classified location in human space. What started as a small mining operation has grown into a massive secret project. Ships arrive daily bringing supplies, equipment, and the best minds humanity has to offer. Commander Ray Foster oversees the engineering teams working around the clock. The challenge is immense. They must rebuild alien technology using human materials and human understanding. Many systems simply cannot be replicated, so they must find human alternatives that serve the same purpose that Dr. Emma Clark leads the weapons. Research team. The original Vaktar weapons were powered by controlled quantum reactions that humans barely understand. But Clark has an idea. What if they use human nuclear technology instead? It is crude compared to Vaktar science, but humans have perfected nuclear weapons like no other species. The ship's hull proves to be self-repairing when powered correctly. Guardian explains that it is made from living metal that can adapt and grow stronger when damaged. The humans cannot make more of this metal, but they can repair and strengthen what exists. Chief Engineer Bob Martinez faces the biggest challenge: the propulsion system. The Vaktar used something called space folding to move faster than light. Humans have only basic jump drives that are slow and unreliable. Martinez proposes a hybrid system combining human jump technology with recovered Vactar components. Meanwhile, Dr. Hayes works with Guardian to understand Vactar culture and history. She learns that the Vactar were peaceful beings, more advanced than humans, but less aggressive. They built this ship as a last resort, never intending to use it for conquest. The humans, however, see warfare differently. Captain Miller suggests modifications that Guardian initially resists. Where the Vactar design surgical strikes, Miller wants overwhelming firepower. Where the Vactar plan defensive actions, Miller plans offensive campaigns. Guardian begins to understand that humans approach war very differently than the High. Vactar did. The first major breakthrough comes when the reactor is successfully restarted. The ship's lights come on for the first time in decades, and systems begin powering up across the massive vessel. Guardian's personality seems to grow, stronger with more power available. Problems arise when Earth Command discovers the project. Politicians demand control, wanting to move the ship to Earth for proper military oversight. Admiral Rodriguez refuses, knowing that bureaucracy will doom the project. A tense standoff develops between the asteroid base and Earth government. Conflict is resolved when Guardian demonstrates the ship's weapons on a small asteroid. The target is completely vaporized in seconds. Earth Command realizes they are dealing with power beyond anything they imagined and agrees to leave the project under Rodriguez's command as systems come online. The humans discover additional Vactar technology, advanced shields, quantum sensors, and most importantly, a manufacturing system that can create new components using raw materials. This allows them to build hybrid systems, combining the best of both technologies. Guardian begins to change, influenced by human thinking and methods. The AI starts suggesting more aggressive tactics and weapons configurations. It learns human. Concepts like overkill and shock and awe, ideas foreign to the peaceful. Vactar. The part ends with the ship's first successful test flight. The massive vessel, now called Nemesis by its human crew, lifts off from the asteroid base. It is no longer purely Vactar technology. It has become something new, something uniquely human in its approach to warfare. The rebuilt warship Nemesis patrols the outer rim of human space. Its crew of 500 humans and the Vactar AI Guardian working as one unit. Captain Miller now commands the most powerful weapon in known space, but they have not yet faced their true enemy, unknown. Ships have appeared and are attacking. The transmission cuts off mid-sentence. Admiral Rodriguez orders Nemesis to investigate. The journey takes 3 days using the hybrid jump drive system. When they arrive at Kepler 442, they find only debris, where the research station should be. Worse, the planet below shows signs of massive atmospheric damage. Lieutenant Alex Rivera, the ship's sensor specialist, detects strange readings from the planet's surface. Bioships, massive living vessels, are attached to the planet like parasites, draining its resources. Guardian confirms what everyone fears. The Devourers have arrived early. The crew watches in horror as the planet slowly dies. Oceans dry up, forests wither, and the atmosphere itself begins to thin. In just hours, a living world becomes a barren rock. The Devourer ships then detach and move toward the system's outer planets. Captain Miller faces his first real command. Decision. They could retreat and warn Earth, but that would mean abandoning any survivors and allowing the Devourers to continue their advance. Or they could attack. One ship against an entire Devourer fleet. Dr. Hayes studies the bioships through. Nemesis's advanced sensors. She discovers they are not ships in the traditional sense. They are living creatures, possibly intelligent, that have evolved to consume worlds. Their hulls appear organic, constantly shifting and adapting. Guardian provides tactical analysis. A Vactar encounters with similar creatures. The AI explains that the Devourers reproduce by consuming biological matter from planets. Each world they destroy allows them to grow larger fleets. They must be stopped before they can feed again. Engineer Thompson reports that all systems are functioning at peak efficiency. The human modifications have actually improved the ship's performance beyond original Vactar specifications. The crew realizes they may never have a better chance. To test their theories about fighting the Devourers, Miller makes his choice. Nemesis will attack. The first engagement is unlike anything in human military history.